Welcome back, friends. Today I'm sharing with you a fun collaboration that is being hosted by a very sweet YouTube friend, Jim, at Jim's Kitchen. He has lots of great videos on his channel. He shares lots of great recipes, very interesting recipes, fun recipes. Please be sure to go check his channel out, along with the playlist I will leave down below of my other YouTube friends. We're going to share what they're making in this collaboration, which will be in a waffle maker. So it is a waffle maker collaboration. We're going to share. It doesn't have to be a waffle. It just has to be something made in a waffle iron. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and I'm sharing a recipe that I found on Pinterest. It's basically called a ham and cheese waffle, but I'm changing up the protein in this one. It calls for half of a medium onion chopped or diced. And as I said, the recipe calls for ham. I'm using Jimmy Dean hot sausage. So I just, fried that up, crumbled it up. But you can also use bacon if you want in this, turkey, anything that you would prefer. And I just prefer the Jimmy Dean hot sausage because it adds a lot of flavor, lots of seasoning in that. So, like I said, completely up to you if you want to use the ham or not, but I like that sausage. You need 2 eggs, a half a teaspoon of salt, a fourth of a teaspoon of paprika, and an eighth of a teaspoon of black pepper. 1 cup of cheddar cheese. I'm using medium sharp cheddar cheese. You can use whatever type of cheese that you would prefer in this. And 3 cups of frozen or refrigerated hash browns. And in the recipe it says you can use, if it's still frozen, it's okay. You just want to break up some of the lumps that are in it. It will, as long as it's not solid, it should be fine. And this worked out fine for me. So mostly it was, still somewhat frozen. But I'm going to show you how quick this one is to put together. So to your bowl, add your hash browns. And like I said, just kind of break up any pieces there that might, be, still kind of frozen. And, just break it up with your hand or with a spoon. I'm going to add the onions, and then I'm going to mix that in really well. And if you don't like onions, you can definitely leave it out. But I find that they do add a little bit of extra flavor in this. And, I love onions, so that's something, I always like to add to my recipes. And then I'm going to add the seasoning, and I do add half of it, and then I'm going to stir it up, and then I'll add the rest after I mix everything in. I just find it helps to evenly distribute the seasoning throughout the potatoes. And, every little bit of it gets, that seasoning. And then once I have all of that, combined and mixed in, then I'm going to add the sausage. And as I said before, you can add whatever protein you like. You can add the ham, bacon, turkey, anything like that. But this Jimmy Dean sausage, like I said before, it does add a lot of flavor. Now I'm adding the eggs, and this will help to combine everything together, to hold it together almost like glue. So you do need the eggs. And then add the cheese. And as I said before, you can add whatever type of cheese you like. I'm just going to mix that in and make sure everything is thoroughly combined. And I'm heating my waffle iron up just to make sure, it comes to a good temperature to cook those potatoes, especially with the onions and things like that are in it. So once it's heated up, and beforehand I also took a little bit of avocado oil and just brushed it on just so that way this would not stick to it. Even though it's just a non-stick waffle iron, I still like to just have that extra insurance there that it'll come out by adding just a little bit of oil. But just spread your mixture out. You add as little or as, much as you want, however big you want to make these, and just kind of flatten it out just a little bit and just cook it until, they're completely done. So I just kind of gauge it and, just decide by the look of it once it's done. And just take the tongs and you can just, pull those off and put it on a plate. But like I said, just whatever, however much you want to cook it. And on here, they tend to look a little darker than they are in person. Some of the darker spots are like the sausage and things. So I'm going to continue to add, that mixture and continue making these. I got about five large ones and one little, small one from this. And they were very, very good. So really delicious, savory type waffle in the waffle maker. So I guess I would call it a hash brown waffle. So if you're looking for something different to make in your waffle iron, then this recipe, would be a good one to make. And I know that a lot of my friends that are making different waffle recipes in this collaboration will have some you'll want to try as well. And this right here is just one I wanted to try real quick to see if it would work. I saw this one as well and just thought it would be a fun one to make. But you just need a waffle, mix, and just follow the directions on the box. I've already made mine up. And you need some chicken tenders, whatever your favorites are. And I just have 2, and I just cut them in half to get 4 little pieces just to try this. So I've heated, my waffle iron up. And I'm trying to do this with one hand, basically. You just dip part of the chicken tender into the waffle mix and then put it onto your waffle maker, waffle iron, and then you just continue to do that with each one. And I'm trying to do this, like I said, I'm holding, camera in one hand and, trying to batter this up in the other. But like I said, it was just something real quick I wanted to try. And I'm going to continue to do that. And this one ended up getting, a little more mixed in than I wanted. But that's okay. And actually, I think it would have been easier just to go ahead and coat the whole thing instead of doing this. But, leaving, the chicken part, sticking out a little bit. But these you just, press down and let it cook till it's done. And this is what it looks like when they're done. Really simple and easy. So as you can see, you got your little, chicken and waffle bites. So really a little fun one to make if you want to try this one. So if you like chicken and waffles, it's that take on that. And here you have your little chicken and waffle bites. And as I mentioned before, you could just, coat the whole thing with the batter, but the idea was to have the chicken sticking out of the, waffle. And you can just dip them into, some syrup. But really, a fun little idea to make in your waffle iron. But please don't forget to check Jim's channel out, along with that playlist down below of my YouTube friends who are going to share the recipes they made in their waffle irons. But I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more like it, please click that subscribe button and the notification bell, and that'll notify you when I post new videos. Hope everyone has a blessed day and a great week. God bless y'all.